Hello class. So for today, I will give you a short discussion about matter and its properties. Kasi nga hindi natin ito na-discuss kaya um, I will do my best for you to able to understand. That's why gumawa ko ng record para maintindihan ninyo. But before that, let us first know the outline of this lesson. So, okay, so in matter, there are three types or what we call the phases of matter. So we have the solids, liquids, and gas. And of course, in the phases of matter, there are different behavior or what we call the arrangement of particles in solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, so pag-aaralan natin yan today kasi nga kailangan nating malaman kung ano nga ba yung mga um, behavior of every particle arrangement in the different pieces of matter. Okay? So, skip muna natin to kasi ano na. Okay. Punta muna tayo dito. So, this picture are the different phases of matter. So, merong trees, water, stapler, chalkboards, and books. So, ang gagawin ninyo, you have to arrange them according to the states of matter, to the three states of matter. So, ano nga ba ang solid dyan? Ano yung mga liquid and the example of gas? So, I will give you seconds to answer. Okay, so let's answer. Yeah. So, so under solid, we have table, stapler, books, and bags. And for the liquid, yan yung mga water. And of course, for the gas, we have the air. Kaya yung puno natin po dyan ay natumba because of air. So, air as an example of gas. Okay? And then, um, under solid, so we have here the particle arrangement of solid. So, pag nakikita natin siya, under the particle of arrangement, tightly packed, arranged in specific pattern, vibrate in position. So, ang kanyang particle, tightly packed lang siya, kaya hindi mo basta-basta na-fold or basta-basta nakakarapal ang solid because their particle is tightly packed. Kumbaga, dikit-dikit yung particle nila, kaya mahirap mo siyang um, i-cramp or i-bend kasi nga um, their particle arrangement is tightly packed. So, pag nakikita niyo dyan sa picture, yung kanyang particle, magkadikit-dikit sila. Kaya yung bato, example yung bato, ang mahirap mo siyang narigat mo nga purburon because of their particle arrangement. So, under the properties of solid, so sabi dyan, rigid. So, when say rigid, unable to bend. Fixed shape. O, may makikita kang shape ng solid. Okay? And then fixed volume. And of course, cannot be compressed and cannot flow. Sabi ko kanina, you cannot compress a solid because of their particle arrangement and behavior. Okay? And then next, liquid. So under liquid, the particle arrangement of liquid is they are close together but has no regular pattern. So there are times na um, close sila, but not all the time. Okay? Wala silang regular pattern. Kaya kung nakikita ninyo, doon sa baba. Example, dyan sa glass, yung particle ng tubig sa baba, dikit-dikit sila. Pero doon sa taas, excuse me, doon sa taas, magkalayo-layo yung mga particles and arrangement of states of matter, liquid. And of course, sabi dyan, have little free space between them, slide and roll past one another. Okay? And for the properties of liquid, sabi dyan, not rigid, no fixed shape. Tama naman, hindi mo walang shape ang isang liquid. So like for example, yung river, wala kang makikitang shape because of their property na no fixed shape. And no, sabi dyan, fixed volume. Yes, tama. You can measure the volume of a liquid. Well, like for example, if you're going to put a liquid inside a graduated cylinder, you can, of course, you can uh, see the accurate volume of water inside a graduated cylinder. Okay? And then, can be slightly compressed. Tama. And can flow. Yeah, because water is an example of liquid. Kaya, the properties of liquid, one of the properties of liquid is can flow. Yan. And then the third states of matter is gas. So the particle arrangement and behavior of gas is widely spaced and of course travel in straight line until they become bounce off another particle on a surface and move around quickly. So, like for example, yung hangin, of course you cannot see an air, but their the pattern of their particle is straight. So, no switch kay ti electric fan yung tutok mo ganyan. So, ganyan. Straight lang yung kanyang particle. And then, of course, moves around quickly. Sabi nga, sabi ko nga kanina yung electric fan, di ba? Ang bilis mo maramdaman yung malamig na hangin. Kaya ng pagmamahal niya sa'yo. Charot. Okay? Next. So, here I will show you. Yan. I will show you a picture. So, guess the state. So, Chris found a mysterious substance with the following properties. So, ang gagawin niyo dyan, draw the arrangement of the molecules Chris found here. So, I will give you a second to analyze. Okay, so here's the answer. Yan. I hope nakuha ninyo. So, I will give you a short recap. Yan. So, solid. Pag sinabi nating solid, these are particles. The particles are tightly packed and arranged in a regular structure. They also vibrate in position. Kaya meron siyang shape because of the tightly packed particle. And then the liquid particles are not arranged in a regular pattern but have little space between them. They slide and roll past one another. Kaya kung nilagay mo yung liquid sa isang container, meron siyang shape but kung hindi, wala siyang shape. And of course, the particles will going to scatter kaya sabi doon sa properties of the properties of liquid is sometimes no shape but can flow, and of course sometimes yung kanyang volume meron siya, sometimes you can count or you can measure their volume. Okay, and then for the gas, particles are widely spaced and fill the space they are in. they move around quickly. So like for example, an air. Okay? So, yan lang naman yung short recap or short discussion of states of matter. So, we'll move to the okay, so let's move on to the chemical symbols to represent substance. So pag-aaralan natin dito o why there are elements na merong isang letter lang, bakit capital letter yung isa, and the other elements meron siyang two letters but the first one capital letters and the other one is small letters. So pag-aaralan natin yan ngayon para malaman ninyo. So what does a chemical symbol represent? A chemical symbol is a short way of referring a specific chemical element. If the chemical symbol is one letter, it is capitalized, just gaya ng sinabi ko kanina. If it is a two-letter chemical, it should be the first letter is capitalized and the second letter is a small letter. Kaya dapat, like for example here, example, okay, so example po natin is oxygen. So yung oxygen, meron lang siyang isang letter, that's why it should be in capital letters. Okay? And then, sa zinc naman, ZN, so since dalawang letter, yung Z, it should be in capital. And for the N, it should be in small letters. And of course, another example, we have iron. So, Fe. The chemical symbol for an element is used when writing a chemical formula for a molecule or when writing a chemical equation because it is shorter and easier. A subscript may be used along with the symbol to show that more than one atoms of that element is involved. So, minsan, meron kayong nakikita na meron siyang, like for example, H2O or O2. So, the subscript there is ito, yung 2, ito yung tinatawag natin na subscript. So, yung subscript, it represent, sabi dyan, it refers uh, to show that there are more than one atom of that element. So, meron siyang dalawang atom sa isang element. Kaya, meron siyang nakalagay dyan na subscript na 2 because this 2, yung number 2, represent the number of atom in an element. O another example is yung water. So ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng mga chemical symbol na yan? For us to write, sabi dyan, to write quicker. Yan. Para hindi masyadong mahaba yung sinusulat natin na dihydrogen, ay, hydrogen, dihydrogen monoxide, it should, isusulat na lang natin siya sa chemical symbol na H2O, di ba? Hindi ka pa mapapagod doon. Kaya yun yung dahilan. That's why there are what we call chemical symbol for us to write easier. Yan. So these are the examples of chemical symbols that represent elements. So we have the common name, rock, salt, water, sugar, baking powder, and bicarbonate are the chalkboard. And then for the chemical name, for rock salt, tinatawag natin ito na sodium chloride. And for the chemical formula, NaCl. So, pag nakikita ninyo, bakit Na, bakit Cl? Kasi nga yung Na doon sa periodic table, sodium po yung name nun. And for Cl, chlorine. So, bakit naging chloride naman ang chlorine since INE naman yung end ng chlorine, di ba? Meron po tayong rules na dapat sinusunod pag naging compound na yung element. So, bakit, ano yung compound? So, yung compound is the combination of two or more elements. So, pag-aaralan natin yan sa susunod na lessons. Okay? And then, for the water, itong tinatawag natin na dihydrogen monoxide. And for the chemicals formula, H2O. So, for the sugar, glucose. And for the chemical formula, C6H12O6. And for the baking powder, bicarbonate, NaHCO2. Yan. So these are the examples of chemical formula and I hope alam niyo kung paano magsulat. Basta always remember that um, in writing chemical symbol of element, basta isang letter lang, it should be in capital letters. And pag dalawa naman yung letters, just like for example, for NA, it should be in capital letters yung nauna, and for the second letter, it should be in small letter. Ito pa, example pa natin yung NaCl. Yan. Yung Na isang element na yan, and for Cl, another element. Kaya ganyan yung pagkasulat ng kanyang chemical formula. Okay, so I hope you understand and thank you for listening.